on board. Malachi, good to see you.
You too.
Everything going well?
Yes, sir.
Been a good year so far for you?
Yes, sir.
I remember watching you guys in Eastern Guilford. You guys were scrimmaging down there back, I guess, in August. It might have been your mom. She was up in the stands, and she had that little, I think she was just cheering. I had the video camera and kind of cut the film on and kind of videoed her. Malachi Maness. Gotta love that family, right?
Yes, sir.
Very supportive. What's been the most fun thing about this year for you so far? What's been going good for you? What's been fun?
Coming together as a team.
Mm-hmm. And coming together probably at the right time. Got a little bit of a slow start, yes, but now you guys are playing well. If you had to go back and say, talk to Coach Norwood, who was your coach last year, say you typed up an email and emailed him and maybe told him about what's going on this year. Back in the day, we'd write him a letter. We can't do that anymore. It's too much work. If we emailed Coach Norwood, sent one back his way, what would you tell him about this year?
I'll tell him that the team has really came a long way, and we have a lot of leadership now, and we're doing very good this year.
Thinking about Coach Norwood, do you still hear from him at all? Does he still keep in touch with you guys?
Yes, sir.
How does he come by, or does he just maybe drop an email in here or there, maybe drop you guys in, maybe a text message somewhere here or there?
He takes Coach Boykins and tells Coach Boykins to tell us certain things.
Good stuff, good stuff. How about, what have you learned so far from Coach Boykins since he took over?
I learned how to be a leader, how to respect my teammates.
How has your game changed since last year, maybe the previous year? Because this year you seem like to be that select running back. Before it seemed like you were part of that running back, and plus you're also a major return man as well. How's your game changed a little bit this year?
Well, I'm focusing more on offense this year, and I'm trying to show my speed this year and avoid running into people.
Who was back there with you last year?
Dry straight.
Mr. Dry, I hated Dry, so I used to know him a little bit too, but we almost forgotten about him. You taking the spotlight and kind of pushed him into the pass, which probably is a good thing because it's your senior year, right?
Yes, sir.
You're a captain this year?
Yes, sir.
This is your team, and you got to be loving that. What do you think about the chances, and what do you feel like you need to do to win that game tomorrow night against Northwest?
I feel like we need to play good defensively and have no turnovers on offense.
How many yards for you so far? I've been tracking you the past couple weeks, and they haven't updated the stats. Last I saw was 883. It's probably more than that by now, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Rushing yards?
Yes, sir.
Over 1,000 by now, you think?
Yes, sir.
How many touchdowns? Any idea?
14.
14?
Yes, sir.
Not bad at all. We've got Malachi Maness. If his mom were here, she'd say Malachi Maness. Malachi Maness. I said, what was that name again? She goes, Malachi Maness. You gotta love that. Gotta love it. Learn a lot from Coach Boykin. Who's your position coach over there at Ragsdale?
Coach Bacon. Coach Bacon.
Coach Bacon. Now, did you play at the middle school as well?
Yes, sir.
Did you play for Coach Kurt back in the day?
I played for Coach Ratowski and Coach Steele.
That's him, yeah. We call him Coach Kurt Ratowski, yeah, because he's the main man. I remember Devin was there. You were probably there. A lot of those guys came through that same system back in the day. Had some good teams over the middle school back in those days. So far this year, who's the guy? Do you follow? You're the man right now, the running backs, but do you follow the guys from the past? Said running backs, we mentioned Dry Straight. He's going to be one of those guys from the past for Ragsdale. What about the other historical running backs? Any other names you remember from the past over there?
Yes, sir. Tony Baker.
Good one. Excellent. Tony Baker.
Brandon Harris.
Harris? Who else?
Marquez Eliza.
Let me throw some other names, baby. Have you ever heard of guys like Prince Deese? I've heard of Deese.
Yes, sir.
And maybe Ricky Adams, those guys too.
Yes, sir.
Those are the guys you want to try to surpass and kind of make people tend to forget about those guys and think more about you. Malachi, what's the strongest part of your game? I know you're not too heavy, so you got to be fast as lightning. What else? What's the strongest part of your game, probably?
Stiff arm.
What's that?
Stiff arm.
Stiff arm.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So you put that right to the guy's face and knock those guys down and just keep on going, right?
Yes, sir.
Break a lot of tackles.
Yes, sir.
You like to run outside or inside?
Inside.
Inside? Wow. So go ahead and stick it up the gut for maybe 3 or 4 yards, and you trust your line too, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you got any of your linemen here with you tonight?
Dan Rasul.
What's his last name?
Rasul.
Rasul. Okay, Mr. Rasul going to be coming in a few minutes. How good of a lineman is he?
Very good.
What positions he play?
Left tackle.
He's a left tackle. Do you rather run to the right side or left side on your offense?
Left side.
Got to run that way behind him, that's for sure. The big man blocking for you up front. You guys got to a slow start. What enabled you guys to kind of turn around and get going in the right direction this year?
Good coaching and everybody getting the mindset right for the season and coming together as a team and having a lot of team bonding.
Did you have any goals coming into the year? Some of your goals for the season?
Yes, sir. Make it to the playoffs and win the conference.
Have you got any college ideas in mind yet? Any thoughts for college?
No, sir, not yet.
No college thoughts yet. Do you have a favorite ACC team?
Yeah, Carolina.
North Carolina? They could probably use you this Saturday. I think they're going to Virginia Tech. You might get a spot this Saturday for those guys possibly because they had to keep Michael Carter. Did you watch any of last week's game? Playing against Virginia got beat 20-14, but the running game started to come around with the Tar Heels. But you'd love to go to North Carolina if you could attend an ACC school.
Yes, sir.
What about a favorite NFL team?
The Colts.
The Colts. That blue kind of fits good for the Colts too. Kind of like that. That's not a bad idea. They wear the white and the blue, a little different look, but that's the blue. Do you have aspirations to play beyond college?
Yes, sir.
So you would like maybe try to shoot for the pros one day?
Yes, sir.
You got to keep working, got to keep improving, got to keep going. We talk about favorite NFL team, favorite college team. How about a favorite class over at Ragsdale? What's your favorite class there?
My favorite subject is math.
Math? Wow, who's the math teacher?
Miss Johnson.
Do you have a least favorite class? Class that's just, man, I got to get out of this place. No, the grades, all that goes good for you then. All the education's in a good line for Malachi Maness over at Ragsdale this year and this season. What about after football is all over? What do you want to do in those days?
Well, I want to keep hitting the weight room and getting better and finish my schoolwork and get a job.
What kind of job you think you might want to do?
Just something to start off, like maybe fast food.
Maybe what?
Fast food.
I got you. So he's kind of work a little business work, get the football going, and keep the football going. On your team, who's the nicest person on your team, you think? Got any real nice people on that Ragsdale team? Somebody kind of help you out, look out for you?
Yes, sir. Raheem Kirkman.
Raheem? Kirkman. How about the meanest person on the team?
We don't really got
No mean streak on the team? Nobody kind of squawk over you if they had to and then kind of get up and kick you around? How about come game time? Now, you got a nice, bright smile now. What do you do come game time to kind of get that attitude, mood change?
Well, listen to music, just focusing and talk to my teammates.
Do you get together with some of your teammates, maybe a couple of you guys get together before the game and talk, or you kind of like to get alone or by yourself out?
Well, I get together with my teammates and we pray and we talk and listen to music.
So that prayer is important for you too to get that season going, get that game going. A few final questions for Malachi Maness, Ragsdale Tigers, big game tomorrow night against Northwest Guilford. What do you think it's going to take to beat Northwest, and why do you feel like you guys will beat Northwest?
I think it's going to take not getting a lot of penalties, and our defense playing good and rallying to the ball, and our receivers catching the ball, getting upfield.
What do you think's been your best game so far this year?
Western Guilford.
Yeah, I was at that game. That was a great night. Nasty weather night before you guys played. That was a wild game that night. And that little Edric Purnell, that guy for them, was like, he was running like crazy up that sideline. You were running like crazy up the field too. That was a great battle that night. And it wasn't the kind of game people look at and say, well, Western Guilford, they're 0-9 now, but at that time, they played you guys tooth and nail. Excellent ball game that night. Talk about your quarterbacks. Talk about Devin Boykin. Talk about what Devin does back there at quarterback for you guys.
Well, he's a young quarterback, but he's very good. He has came a long way this year because he didn't play much quarterback last year, but he's being a good quarterback. He learned how to be a leader early, even though he's only a sophomore.
What about, is the other guy Trey Jackson?
Trey Jackson.
Talk about him as a quarterback.
Trey's a very good pocket passing quarterback, and he's came a long way too. He played JV last year, but he was moved up and he's ready.
So you got two guys that are two very good quarterbacks. Helps you guys a lot. Now, if Devin's not playing quarterback, does he also play on the other side of the ball, any defense?
Yes, sir.
What positions he play there? Defensive back?
Safety.
So he's kind of like Deshaun Anderson back in Deshaun's days. Does that name ring a bell at all?
No.
Deshaun? No. Back in the day, Coach Derek Anderson, Deshaun Anderson at Ragsdale, back a few years ago, not too far back, but a few years ago. A couple more final questions. Malachi Maness from Ragsdale High School, Football in Focus. It is Kickback Jacks for a Thursday night. If you strike it rich playing pro football, what's the one thing you buy your mom? What do you get for your mom?
House.
Brand new house, brand new home. She's got to be close to you, I know. She's helped you a bunch over the years. Who's the most influential coach you've had over all your years of playing football, probably?
Coach Boykin.
Coach Boykin? He's the main man now, keeping the guys going, keeping the team strong, keeping the guys rolling down the road. If you had one perfect play in the game tomorrow night, what would be your perfect play? The Malachi Maness play of the game, coming up Friday night versus Northwest, what do you think would be the play?
Outside zone.
What's that?
Outside zone.
Outside? Rush outside, hit the sideline, be gone. But you like up the middle too.
Yes, sir.
Do you do any kicking, by the way?
No, sir.
No kicking. Do you guys ever go for two on the 2-point conversions, or almost always kick?
We go for two sometimes, but we mainly kick.
Now, you're at the running back spot. Who gives you a break? I mean, you can't do all the running because last year you and Drive Drayton did a ton. Who's your backup running back, and who's also in the backfield sometimes with you at the same time?
Bryson Sproul and Deion Whitworth.
So Bryson Sproul, I've seen Bryson's name a bit. If you had to pick one player on your team as probably your closest friend, your closest confidant, who would that be?
Deontay Woods.
The man next door. Right there, Mr. Woods, linebacker. Does he play any offense or just defense?
Yes, sir. He plays tight end, some tight end.
Little tight end?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. So he's looking out for you all the time.
Yes, sir.
Malachi Maness, captain for the Ragsdale Tigers. Thank you for your time at Kickback Jackson this Thursday. Good luck tomorrow night. You don't need the pads. Skip the shoulder pads. Your shoulders are big enough. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. And tell your mom we love your mom. She does a good job supporting you. Always.